Well, a very good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this Uckfield Business Podcast with me, Ian Noble, your Chamber Director for Uckfield Chamber of Commerce, at the slightly earlier time, but it is afternoon. We decided to bring this forward to midday. So if you're watching live, then welcome along to this podcast. And with me this afternoon is somebody who's very familiar to all of us. They say he had the perfect face for radio, but we've got him out in front of a camera today. Gary King, good afternoon, Gary. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good afternoon, Ian. Good afternoon, everyone. Good to be here.
Are you well?
Yes, all good, thank you. Yes, and you're obviously happy with the fixtures list already for next season, I see.
You brought the football into it straight away, which
let's get
very magnanimous of you, my friend.
Yeah.
So I could be forgiven. I could be doing a Crystal Palace Red and Blue review podcast here with my mug here. And I have to be very careful to make sure I say Uckfield Business Podcast at the beginning. But no, the football fixtures are out. I think Crystal Palace play Brighton in November and February. So those dates are etched in the calendar already. So there won't be any Chamber of Commerce meetings around those times. I did actually move a Chamber of Commerce meeting when they moved a Brighton Palace game once. And about 10 people had booked onto it and they didn't know why the meeting had been moved in their diaries. So that has happened. There has been some history there in the past.
But now they do.
Anyway, you're going to congratulate Palace on winning the FA Cup, are you? Is that what you're going to say?
Well, no, I wouldn't ever do that. But anyway, well done. And no doubt for the next 10 months, you'll keep mentioning about Europe, which, of course, Brighton haven't been able to get into this year. But there's always another 12 months.
There is indeed. Anyway, we need to talk about business stuff today and turn our mind to some serious stuff, really, that's been going on in Uckfield in the last few months. And if you live and work in Uckfield, you can't fail to have noticed the issues we've had with the Maiden's Head building at the top of the town. Now, this building fell into disrepair earlier in the year, and it was reported to Wealdon District Council. And being the responsible council that they are, the first thing they had to do was to protect the safety of everyone in Uckfield by putting the structure in place to prop the building up, lest it would fall and potentially hurt people. So that was the background to it. And since then, of course, the highway has been closed and it's caused some issues in Uckfield. But we're doing all we can to expedite the repairs and to keep traffic and business moving in the town. Only this picture was taken on Monday this week. Only this week, we had a cherry picker on site inspecting the building on behalf of Wealdon District Council. And they are talking to the owners and trying to get things moving as quickly as possible. And alongside that, Gary, you might have seen also that the traffic has moved a bit more quickly through town in the last week. Have you picked up on that?
Yeah, definitely is a lot quicker to get through the traffic lights because of the closure now of Hempstead Road.
That's right. Yeah. Now, obviously, we're not going to please all the people all the time. And I know one or two businesses are a little bit disappointed in this decision and residents that live down that way. But of course, one can access through Grange Road. And reducing the lights from 4-way to 3-way has helped move the traffic through the town more quickly, especially south to northbound up the high street. So that has moved more quickly. So, all I say to anyone in Uckfield, residents, businesses alike, please be patient. Please be assured that the relative authorities are working hard in the background to get a solution to this issue that has caused.
The other factor as well is that they are controlling the lights as well at key times.
Yeah, absolutely. So the reason for that is that the temporary traffic lights are not sensitive enough to pick up on traffic backing up, if you like permanent traffic lights are. So that's why they've got someone on site during those key times. Good point, Gary, in the morning rush hour and in the evening rush hour and in the school pickup time to ensure that they can move and respond to the traffic flow as appropriate. So that's a really good point. And that all costs the council's money, but they're prepared to invest in Uckfield because they know it's tricky. So do support the town. Now, to help encourage people to support the town and support Uckfield, we're going to come out very soon with some brand new branding along our high street and the surrounding villages. This is a build on the theme of we have with the Shop Uckfield campaign. Some of the banners are still up. that we put up recently that were originally done during COVID times to encourage people back into the town. But this Love Uckfield branding, we're really pleased with this. This is a joint project between the Chamber, the Town Council and Wealdon District Council to have some roadside banners. And Peter Oliver, estate agents, have kindly agreed to put some boards up for us with this square branding in the villages around Uckfield to encourage people in the villages to pop into town to do their shopping and support the town. So we're pretty pleased with that. What do you think, Gary? Do you like it?
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. And yes, it's good to have Peter Oliver support this and get these boards up as soon as possible.
Absolutely. So you'll be seeing those in a village or a roadside near you in Uckfield very, very soon. We look forward to that. Okay, so Gary, welcome along. You've been on hosting this before now with me, but you're on as our guest this afternoon from Ashdown Radio, the sound of East Sussex. So I know people think that it's your radio station, you own it, but you do sort of run it with lots of other volunteers and support. So for anyone that doesn't know about Ashdown Radio, tell us a little bit about the radio station first and foremost.
Okay. So Ashdown Radio is what is classified as a community radio station. There are more than 300 operating in the UK, and there's numerous ones not far from us here in Uckfield. There's a community station down in Hailsham, for instance, Hailsham FM. There's one in Burgess Hill called Mid Sussex Radio, Meridian FM, which covers East Grinstead, and Seahaven FM, which covers Newhaven, Peacehaven, and Eastbourne. And we're there to operate a local radio service, talking about what's going on in the local area, providing music, news, information. We do the weather, the sport. We have an events guide. More importantly, we're talking to people every day. Peter Suter, who Ian, you've been on his show numerous times. Does East Sussex Today from 10 to 1. He's on air at the moment in his final hour this Thursday, and he's interviewing various people each morning, from charities, from businesses to local organisations, from right across to the area. This map here shows our FM coverage. We're only on FM. We're also online via smart speakers, radio player. If you've got apps in your car, you can listen to us. Of course, yes, the Ashdown Radio app as well. So on 105 FM, that's where we cover from our transmission site here in Uckfield. And 2 or 3 years ago, over 3 years, 4 years ago now, I'm losing track of time.
Time flies, Gary. You're having
it
fun.
Does. During COVID, we applied for an expansion into Crowborough, and we were given a transmission agreement by Ofcom to cover Crowborough, and we now cover on 94.7 for the area around Crowborough, Hartfield, Groombridge and Erridge. And earlier this year...
Sorry, is that because they didn't have their own radio station? That was an opportunity for you to expand?
It was. During COVID, I was joining in on a community radio discussion Zoom meeting, like we all were, and there was a community radio station in Oxfordshire who had 5 different transmitters for their own station. And I said to him, how did you do it? And he said, I just contacted Ofcom with a case, and all we had to do was to complete a form, put a case together, get the Chamber of Commerce in Crowborough, some businesses, letters, some public as well of support, a letter from the MP, and we submitted that to Ofcom. Within a few weeks, months, we were given the go-ahead. And it takes time to get these things all switched on, etc. But just before
you go expand elsewhere as well now, I understand.
Yeah, so yeah, just before we expanded into Crowborough, we rebranded to Ashdown Radio, and yes, we always wanted to get into Heathfield as well. So we applied for an expansion into the Heathfield region, and earlier this year we were given the go ahead by Ofcom. So now this is our plotting map from Ofcom. This is the area we will be covering across North Wealdon later in the year. So we'll have a separate transmitter in Heathfield on a separate frequency, along with our transmission sites in Crowborough and Uckfield. But these are all on FM. So if you've got a DAB radio, at the moment, we are not on DAB. Okay. Again, there are things in the pipeline. Hopefully we will be on DAB, but that might take a little while yet.
Okay, and if you're watching this back on YouTube or you're watching live, the image we're putting up at the moment as we're talking to it, there are 3 sort of purple areas within the centre of that map. That presumably that's Uckfield, Crowborough, and Heathfield. Is it densely populated areas?
And that actually shows the it's all very technical, but it's basically showing the strongest signal. And so the green area is the area where our signal will reach, but the strongest signals from Uckfield transmitter, Heathfield, and from Crowborough are shown on that map. But yeah, as you can see, a large coverage area. And again, people can hear us. I mean, we get calls from people saying, "Oh, I can hear you on the other side of Tunbridge Wells." It's not an area we are there to cover, but people can listen in.
And of course, you can tune in online anywhere, can't you? Anywhere in the world.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, people listen on our website. I say we have the Ashdown Radio app as well. And Alexa, just ask your Alexa to play Ashdown Radio, and automatically it does. It does.
It does. Very good.
But we are. You started by saying I run it. Well, it's not all about me. It's run by a team of people.
Yeah.
And that's how community radio works. Each station is run by a team of volunteers. We've got a great team of volunteers at Ashdown Radio. We've got a committee which oversee the running of the station. We've got a team of presenters. Some of those people have never done radio before. They've been trained to be able to present, and after a time, they're now presenting their own shows on the radio. Yeah. So we've got Ryan at breakfast, who's away this week on holiday, but he's up at 6 o'clock in the morning. He does a breakfast show from 6 till 10. You've got Peter at 10, and you've got Mark, who does the drive home from 3 till 7. So an array of voices, and some of these people have worked in commercial radio, other local radio stations before. But as I said, some people have never done radio before, and we're the sort of stepping stone for them to have a chance to do their own show.
Very good. Great. And we're going to be talking about some events that you guys are putting on coming up. Now, you can't just raise money through adverts, can you, as a local community radio station? There is that revenue stream for you through advertising on the radio, which we sort of all know about. But so tell us a little bit about why you need to put on these other events first and foremost.
Yeah. So we have to, as you say, we have to be funded by more than just advertising and sponsorship. We go for grants. We sometimes get donations from groups and organisations. But as many charities and voluntary organisations know, getting grant income is sometimes very difficult. So we hold events, and we've held events for many years, or like the Business Expo. We used to do one just in Uckfield when we were known as Uckfield FM. We used to do it at the Civic Centre. And last year decided to go a little bit further and working in conjunction with all 4 Wealden chambers, which we're members of, we put together the Wealden Business Expo, a bigger event, all at the East Sussex National, which is, as many people know, is our largest hotel venue here in the area. It can hold, for a function, 330 people, 320 people. It's the perfect place for an expo, free parking. So yes, 2 weeks' time, we are holding this year's Business Expo, where we've got over 60 businesses from across the area, some slightly further afield, all coming to the East Sussex National to showcase their businesses.
So who's attending then, apart from the 4 chambers? Can you check a few of the exhibitors who'll be there?
Yeah, we've got a mixture of people from charities to solicitors. I mean, we've got the Children's Respite Trust. We've got Claire Nash solicitors in Crowborough. Yeah. We've got entertainment venues like Darkmaster, which is on the outskirts.
This is good. This is live podcast. Yeah. This is
on our website you can see a full list of everyone. Someone's booked in today, they're already on the website. So you can see
who's booked in today.
That was Shirley Price from Yes Promo Products.
Oh, Shirley.
So
good.
Shirley's going to be there. We've got other marketing companies. We've got estate agents. We've got insurance companies as well. So the full list is on there. And it's a great opportunity just to get every business together. And we need visitors as well. That's more important as well. We need visitors to come around.
I'll come to visitors in a minute, Gary. Pause for breath a minute. So I'll come to visitors in a second. But you've still got some spaces then for businesses to exhibit on the 10th of July, have you?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're closing. We're going to close bookings this coming Monday night. So if you
So we
are
haven't got long.
interested,
Okay.
haven't got long. So this coming Monday night, if you were interested in booking a space, do go to the Ashdown Radio website, ashdownradio.com. If you click on our events, then there's a link there to the top to take you to the Wilden Business Expo. There's a little form. Just complete the form, and we'll get in touch with you. It's details about the price for a stand. And some businesses are sharing spaces. So some people have never done an expo before, might want to collaborate with another business and share the table. So £149 for a table space. Well, works out less than 75 plus that each to share the space on the day.
Yeah, extremely good value to be seen and heard with all these other businesses. So if I've never attended one of these, I mean, I have, but say I hadn't, how would you describe to me what happens at this type of event, this expo?
So our event is predominantly a showcase of businesses. People will wander around, meeting up with local businesses. Some they might know, some they might have not seen for a while. And if especially people new to business, they'll just get some contacts. They might need a solicitor. They might need someone who can help with their GDPR. We've got JXG Management Solutions coming again this year. So she's able to talk to people about her services. But the other thing we also are doing is a whole day of seminars. I think we've got 7 seminars taking place right from the day through the day from 10 o'clock until 3 on various topics. And the first seminar starting at 10 is Gavin Fisher, who is the chief executive of the Children's Respite Trust. And he is talking about corporate social responsibility made simple, i.e. doing good is good for business. So,
and this is, sorry, let me come in there, Gary. So this is good because this fits nicely with the theme of our mayor has chosen this year, which is a People Need People project. And it's something that we're quite passionate about at Uckfield Chamber of Commerce, to encourage businesses to step up to the corporate social responsibility plate and use their expertise to support the third sector. So Gavin's kicking things off with that. So if someone visits, they come along and visit, this is a very good reason, not just to meet all the businesses, but to hear these seminars, which are all free of charge for anyone to attend.
The whole day is free for visitors. Yeah, I mean, you can book up a visitor ticket and you just wander around the day. And also, you can just sit in the bar and have a coffee with someone. There'll be a pop-up cafe at the hotel as well, or a beer, whichever takes your fancy. But the seminars are going to be across the day. So in between the seminars, there might be a seminar you're not looking to go to. You can have a wander around the exhibition and then go back upstairs for the seminars. But as I say, there's going to be a pop-up cafe. You can have a sit and have a drink and a sandwich with some people. Make a day of it. I mean, last year we believe we had over 400 people across the day attend the expo, and hopefully it's going to be a bigger event and busier event this year.
Brilliant. So if you're a business and you haven't booked a space and you'd like to, just £149 for a stand. You have until close of play Monday to do that on the Ashdown Radio website, which is one thing. But if you'd like to just come along, if you're a member of the public or you are another business but feel that exhibiting isn't for you, come along anyway to visit. Mark the day out, and the times are 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So it's not the whole day; it's 5 hours in the middle of the day. Come along, participate, engage, meet the 60 or so businesses that are exhibiting, and have an opportunity of listening to some expert speakers, many of whom I know, and I can absolutely endorse them as being worth listening to. Yeah. Would that be a fair summary?
That's pretty much a fair summary of the day. No, it's great.
Very good. That's very good. So it's coming up on Thursday, the 10th of July. But you've got something else coming up this year as well, which we're looking forward to very much as the Chamber of Commerce and one of your sponsors. On screen there, we have about the Community Awards 2025, Ashdown Radio's very own Community Awards. Again, I think at the East Sussex National, same venue. When is this going to happen, Gary? When are the Community Awards?
Well, the awards this year taking place Friday, 26th of September at the East Sussex National. Again, in association. Last time it was known as the Uckfield Volunteer Centre. They've had a name change in the last couple of years. So it's in association with the team at Wilden volunteering. Nominations we extended out now until next Sunday the 6th of July. But there are 13 categories that people can nominate in, from Parent and Guardian of the Year, Young Person of the Year, and of course Teacher of the Year as well, which the Chamber are sponsoring. And it's a great opportunity to nominate people, both individuals and organisations from across our area, to celebrate their achievements over the last couple of years. Because we do this event biennially. Obviously, last year was the Business Awards. This year is the Community Awards, and of course, next year will be the Business Awards again. And as you see on the website there at the moment, a list of categories. If you click on something like Sporting Achievement of the Year, which has been sponsored by Ricks and Kay, there's a little form there, and all you need to do is put in the details of the person you're nominating, the reasons, and all your details as well, because every nomination received can put you in the chance to win a pair of tickets to the awards night itself on Friday the 26th.
That's a great idea,
September.
Isn't it? So if you nominate someone, you could have a chance of winning a free meal for two people and a great night out. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, a great night out. And we've run the awards for a number of years now, and it's just a great opportunity to celebrate the achievements of businesses as well, because there are some categories which might be for businesses, but local organizations. We've got Emergency Services Person of the Year, Charity of the Year as well. It's just a great opportunity to get the best of our area all together in one place, in one night, and celebrate.
Yeah, celebrate the great and good of not just Uckfield, but the Wealdon area, North Wealdon area, which is your Ashdown Radio geography.
And also Wealdon Volunteering's area as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
They are more than just Uckfield.
So nominations can be made up until the close of play on Sunday, the 6th of July. Did you say? Is that the right day?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, just before midnight on Sunday, 6th.
Brilliant. So the Chamber. I'm proud that we're sponsoring for the second time. We did this 2 years ago. Teacher of the Year, and we value the teachers of schools at all ages, primary through to secondary in our area, and the hard work that they put in. So if you know of a favourite teacher, if your child has a favourite teacher, make sure you nominate them and jump onto the Ashdown Radio website to do that. There's
a little video to go with this as well.
Should we play the video?
As they say on the television, run VT.
Ashdown Radio Community Awards will be taking place at the East Sussex National Hotel this September, recognising amazing work and commitment of many people in our local community. Categories include Charity, Volunteer, Teacher, and Young Person of the Year. Go to the Ashdown Radio website now and nominate a person or an organisation for an award. Every nomination received also puts you in the draw to win a pair of tickets to the awards night itself on Friday, 26th of September. The Ashdown Radio Community Awards 2025 in association with Wealdon Volunteering. For more information and a full list of categories, visit ashdownradio.com/awards.
There you go.
Wonderful. I couldn't have put it better myself, Gary.
I think it pretty much says it all. So yeah, please do nominate. Yeah.
Good stuff. And I see you sneaked in another event at the end there.
Oh, it's just one event after another. The hotel loved me this year.
They do. They love you anyway, mate. I've heard it's your second home.
Well, don't tell the wife, but yes, I think the wife knows I live there most of the time. We held our first Christmas fair last year at the hotel because I wanted to try again something different away from businesses who I already deal with on a regular basis through advertising. But there are so many businesses who do arts and crafts, sell books, alcohol and things like that, all things you would require for Christmas. So we held a Christmas fair last year. It worked really well, and we did a spring fair last month in May. It was a great success. We had over 60 businesses attend and exhibits there. Our Christmas fair, I know we're not even in July yet, but anyway, Saturday 29th of November, we've already got 70 businesses booked to exhibit. So it's going to be across both floors. So plenty of time. But if you're interested in having a stand at the Christmas fair, again, all the details on our events page on the Ashdown Radio website at ashdownradio.com.
And thanks for the prompt to start something to do with Uckfield's late night shopping, which is the Friday following your event on Friday the 5th of December. So we better pull our finger out on that one soon as well. So there we are. If you don't listen to Ashdown Radio, make sure you do from now on. Yeah, start listening. Yeah, get it on your smart speaker. Easy for me to say. Play Ashdown Radio.
Obviously, what I'm, as well as the events, I also look after all the adverts, the sponsor messages you hear on the station. So if you're a business who has never advertised on radio before because you think it's expensive, drop me a line, drop me an email, sales@ashdownradio.com, or give me a call on 01825 598 698, because you will be surprised how cost effective it is. Remember, your advert is going out across this area of Weald. It's not going out across, well, it will be going out across the whole of Sussex if people are listening online, but on our FM coverage, it's covering the whole of North Weald. So you know it's going to be targeted advertising, and we will look after you. I will look after the whole process. You haven't got to sit there and go, oh, I don't know what to say. We will sort out the scripting and advert. You can even choose the voice of your advert. We recently updated the advert for the Chamber of Commerce. So yeah, if you're interested in finding out more about how we can help your business be heard across East Sussex, do get in contact.
Brilliant, Gary. So you deal with all the events at Ashdown Radio, you deal with all the advertising at Ashdown Radio, but you're also a pretty keen networker. And that leaves a brilliant segue into chamber events coming up in the next month or two. So thank you for sharing everything about Ashdown Radio with us. We just want to finish off our session today with some updates on what's happening in terms of Uckfield Chamber of Commerce events. Last month we had our inaugural business lunch. This is the most informal of business networking events you will ever find. There are no 60-second elevator pitches, no formal presentations, just good, honest food and business chat over lunch. You can book yourself a place on our next lunch, which is Tuesday, the 8th of July, at the Pamper Lounge, just down in Newtown near the station. And we're looking forward to visiting the Pamper Lounge. And you pay for your food on the day. It's a £12 standard fee for everyone to pay. And we've got a good number booked already. So if you'd like to come along to that event, jump onto our website and book yourself a place via Eventbrite. The next event we've got coming up is for our members only. This is costing just £10 per member plus the booking fee, which has been heavily subsidised by the Chamber for our event at Halstead Place Hotel. So if you're watching this on a YouTube, you can see a beautiful picture there of the hotel. The room on the right-hand side with the double doors that open onto the croquet lawn is where we'll hold our meeting. And it really is a great occasion. You booked in for that one, Gary? You're going to be attending that one?
Of course. Of course.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The hotel. I'll be there.
It's a good one. It's a really good one. 6 p.m. for a 6:30 start. We've got a great speaker in East Sussex College Group's Donna Harfield. Looking forward to what she's got to say. So Chamber members can book their place. You do need to be a member to come along to that one, though. And that's followed by a breakfast in August. And we're looking forward to going back to Ridgewood Village Hall, who are members. We have the Wealden Kitchen providing our continental breakfast, maybe bacon rolls as well. And we have a really interesting speaker for you on that occasion. A guy called Jeffrey Dennis, who was actually interviewed by Peter Suter on Ashdown Radio the other week. This guy's got all kinds of experience representing the Red Cross and other organisations across the globe. So we're looking forward to hearing what he's got to say and be looking again at this theme of corporate social responsibility. And we've got more events going into the autumn in September and October, but I won't give you those dates today. We'll come to those on another occasion. And we're going to have a little break from the podcast. We love doing these podcasts. We love chatting to our members and finding out a little bit more about them like we've done with Gary today. But we'll have a little break for July and August, and we'll go again on Thursday, the 18th of September at our new time of midday. We must get our graphics changed to reflect that. So hopefully you'll be able to join us on that occasion as well. And there'll be plenty of publicity about that going forward. So if you're watching live, thank you very much for joining us today. If you're watching on catch up, it's great that you've been able to do that. All previous episodes of our podcast are sitting on the Chamber YouTube page. If you want to dip into any of those, you'll be very, very welcome. And of course, if you're not a member of the Chamber and you're a business in the Uckfield area, I'd love to hear from you. And you could join over 200 local businesses that are part of this independent Chamber of Commerce. So, Gary, thanks again for joining us. Have you enjoyed yourself talking about Ashdown Radio this afternoon?
You know me, I can talk about Ashdown Radio for ages.
Yeah, you can indeed.
And to everyone, I might see you at a future networking event.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks to Gordon Manklow, our producer guy in the background. Thanks, Gordon, for everything you do, making us look good in front of the camera. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for joining us.